This is the second portion of the notes for 1.4 that the original video did not contain. For number 9, it says write the equation of a line with a slope of 2 over 3 and passes through the origin. We use the equation y equals mx plus b. We have the slope of 2/3. The slope is m, so we will replace m with 2 over 3. I will drop down the y equals and x. It tells us that this passes through the origin, which is the point 0, 0. This is an x, this is a y. The x is 0, meaning that whatever is here for y is the y-intercept. So for us, the 0 for x tells us the y-intercept of 0 for y. To simplify this, y equals 2 over 3x. The plus 0 does not have to be written, and that is the equation of the line. For number 10, write an equation of the line that has a slope of negative 5 over 6 and passes through the point 2/3 with a 0 for the x. First, we see slope of negative 5 over 6. Slope again is m. Anytime you have the x with a 0, it tells us the y-intercept. So this setup is the y-intercept, or b. We have the equation y equals mx plus b. The m for the slope is negative 5 over 6. The y-intercept is just the 2/3. Drop down the y equals, our x, and the plus, since the y-intercept is positive. So our equation is y equals negative 5 over 6x plus 2/3. This is technically number 11 next. One of the numbers got cut off. Graph the line using slope and y-intercept. Y equals 3x minus 1. Underneath this equation, I will write y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, and for us, right above the m is 3. Right above the y-intercept, or b, is negative 1. We capture the sign in front of the number as well. So as an ordered pair, we have 0 for the x, comma, whatever is there in place of b, in this case, again, negative 1. To graph, we start with the y-intercept, the point that we just made, 0, negative 1, which is going to be right here. I put a dot. Our slope is, again, 3, so I'm going to make that note 3. I want to do rise over run, so I place a 1 underneath the 3 to make it into a fraction. Since everything is positive, I will go up 3 and right 1 from the point I just made. So at negative 1 on the y-intercept, I will go up 1, 2, 3, and then I will go to the right 1. So to show you in green, I went up 1, 2, 3. So 3 represents the rise. The pink that I'm going to do is one place over to the right to get the second point. Now that we have 2 points, we will connect this to make a straight line. I'm going to do my best here to do that. And I'm going to put arrows to show that line goes on forever. Okay. The next one is number 12. Graph the line using slope and y-intercept. We have the line y equals 4 minus 3 over 2x. I want the equation to be in y equals mx plus b format. I want the x portion, right there, that underline, to go first. So I'm going to write the negative 3 over 2x. Then I want the 4 to go second because it does not have the x with it. It will go in place of b. The sign in front of 4 is not written, meaning that it's going to be a positive. I'm going to drop down the y equal, and now I can answer the question. In place of the m for the slope, I have negative 3 over 2. For the y-intercept, where the b is, I have 4. So as an ordered pair, y-intercept always has 0 first for the x, and then the number in question for the y-intercept. So 0, 4. To graph, I start with the y-intercept. 0, 4 is right there, so put a dot. Now for the slope, let me go back. I accidentally jumped ahead. For the slope, we have negative 3 over 2. So we're going to go down 3 since the 3 part is negative, and I will go right 2 since it's technically a positive 2. Anytime you have one negative, you'll be going down and then right, or you will be going up and then left. So to show you, in green, for the going down 3, from the 0, 4, go down 1, 2, 3. Then in pink for the 2, 1, 2. And that gets us to our second point. Always graph the y-intercept first. Use the slope using rise over run to find the second point. And then you're going to do your best to connect this, making a straight line. And then we're going to put arrows on the end of that to show it goes on forever in both directions. I believe our last question, question 13, says graph using the slope and y-intercept. We have y equals 1 over 2x. Our equation is y equals mx plus b. So for this, we have y equals 1 over 2x. There's nothing that comes after it that we would need to fill in for the plus b, so we can do a plus 0 there. This can now help me identify that the slope, or m, is 1 over 2. The b, or the y-intercept, is the 0. So again, as I said, 0 first for the x, comma, whatever the y-intercept number is that we have in place of b. In this case, it's 0. We will graph the origin first at 0, 0. Then we will use the slope, which again here is 1 over 2. Everything is positive, so I'm going to go up 1 from the 0, 0 I just made. So green shows where I've gone up 1. purple this time to go right 2. So there's right 2. I have my 2 points. That's all I need to make the line. So I'm going to do my best now to connect these points, making a straight line. And I'm going to put arrows on the end of it on both sides to show the line goes on forever in both directions.